What up, guys? So I know I haven't posted a video in a while, so what I'm gonna do is make two videos, and one's gonna be just a general update, which is this one, showing what I've done so far, and then the second one is gonna be more in depth of what I had to do to get certain things to work. So as you can see, the front um, subframe and all the components are back in place, all mounted up. Got to take the drive axles out. When I was taking them out originally, they didn't want to come out, so that's why they're still in when they were or bolted up to the 2-liter ABA. So, and I got the Mark III brake booster. So I was just sitting in there, make sure it fits, and fuel lines, the new ones have been run. I was able to pick up a set of used FKs that are in pretty decent shape from a guy that was parting out a G60 Corrado. So I ended up getting coils on, and I did get the rear beam from the junkyard, as you can see, minus, don't worry about all the dirt, 'cause that's from all the parts and stuff, but with the disc brake conversion and the FKs on there. I also got these little little 14-inch. This came off of a Cabrio. Worked out pretty good. Got them for cheap. They're not in the great. I got them for like $100. So, and I needed something 4x100 to run on a car. So, and then the last part was this. Got the Mark III TDI Gas Tank, and so I mean, you really can't see. They look the same, and I think I have a little clip of the other video to show the differences that I made earlier and haven't uploaded yet. So, but they look pretty much identical. Here's the old Mark II tank, actually. We can go over here and check it out. It's all nasty and dirty. So, the Mark III has the same general shape as this one, except it's a little bit bigger, and then the sending unit hole is a lot bigger, though. It's like, the Mark III TDI tank is like the Mark IV when it comes to the actual size of the sending unit, and that's something I'll talk about more in depth in my other video. But so this is where she is right now, and this weekend I'm gonna be finishing putting on door handles, putting in the steering column, the rest of it, the little bottom half of it, connecting that so I can actually turn the car, because this week coming up it is going to the body shop finally, officially. So I'm pretty excited about that, because I got everything else on. I have a buddy of mine who's lending me some 4x100 wheels so I can take it over to the body shop. And first things first is they're going to be repairing. I'm taking it to a different shop. He's going to be welding this up, welding this mistake that I made, probably cutting this out and putting a piece in there. Then to do this section, when you cut the drip tray out to get it like cleaner, people weld this all the way down so it's like one clean bead. He's going to be doing that. I still got to cut these pieces off. I just realized the other day that these actually have to come out as well, to get it, I guess, like a cleaner shave bay. And there's a few other bits and pieces like this right here. The hole I mentioned before is getting welded up, and then there's one that's underneath the car that is going into on the driver's side floorboard. So basically all the welding's getting done this week coming up, and then I have to go back, move it to the body shop, which the guy I took it to said he might be able to have a way to take it over there for me so I don't have to worry about it, which would be a huge plus. So we'll see about that. But if not, after he gets done doing all the welding and all the body type work, then he's gonna take it over to the body shop for me. He's also finishing this because I cut the lip off. You see this lip here? Cut it off this side. So he's gonna weld that together. And the reason I didn't do this side is because after doing that side, I noticed how much of a pain in the ass it was. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to have him just weld that so it's good to go. And then after that, go to the body shop, and they're going to paint the engine bay. Haven't decided on the color yet. I have a few colors in mind, but it's after I talk to the guy about paint, we'll see what kind of pricing I'm looking at based off the color code. And then we'll go from there, and I'll be able to decide if which one I'm gonna go with. But for the time being, it's either gonna be the standard white again, or I'm probably gonna go with a certain shade of gray. I'm a big fan of like dark grays and stuff, like the B&W Space Gray and stuff. That's one of the colors I'm considering. So, because after looking more into it, I'm like, I'm gonna have to get the car painted anyway. So I was gonna originally do it white so that it's cheaper, Well, of course, if you guys know a little bit about paint, the base coat for gray is white, so, or silver depending, but you can still use white as like a standard base, so they don't have to go all the way down to like bare metal, and they don't have to spray like, let's say, a coat of black or something first, then the coat on top is like, they usually has a white base coat, so they can use white, then they can just spray like the silver on top and just kind of go from there. So it gives them a good base. So eventually the car is going to be fully changed color. I'm thinking about doing it white, but haven't fully decided yet, or thinking about doing it gray, I'm sorry, but that's not going to be until sometime next year. And I had my motor mounts came in. This is the custom motor mount you need. Dark Side Industries makes this mount. Really beautiful mount, CNC cut out with very beautiful welds, machine welded, and the EGR delete here for the motor. So the plan is when the car leaves next week to the body shop, I'm going to get the motor out, like move it into the garage, move the rest of my parts out. I'm going to get the heater core, the evaporator that's down there, all that stuff is going to get put into the Mark II box, and everything's going to get ready. So when this car comes back, then I can just throw everything inside the car and get it put back together. So now we should be making some good progress now that I got the little miscellaneous parts I needed. And I'm going to be ordering the brake rotors and pads soon, and got to order some brake lines, some miscellaneous stuff here and there that I'll be ordering. And then yeah, it should be going pretty quick. I do still have to take the rear bumper off. The bolts are like welded, like rusted as hell in there, which is pretty common on these, but because it's going to the body shop, I'm not really too worried about it right now. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is on the car and send it, and then we should be making some good progress, like I mentioned. What else? Anything else I'm missing? I am using the Mark II dash and stuff. Like, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm not getting the Corrado anymore. So those fenders that are in a lot better shape, it only has that one dent right there that you can see. That's the only big issue. So those are going on the car, replacing the white ones, because you can see here the white ones are a lot more beat up. So I'm just have to take the smoked out lenses and all the parts out, transfer them over, and then get rid of the white fenders are going in the trash because the previous owner really screwed them up. And so yeah, it's coming along pretty good. What else? Got my harness back from Canada, so that's a huge plus. Looks awesome. I really appreciate that, Dave, if you're watching the video. He does amazing work, so if you guys are looking into something like this, really look into David out in Canada at Fast Forward Automotive. He doesn't pay me, he doesn't, this isn't something me trying to put out there, but like I said, he really did amazing work. And another video, when the car's gone, I'll have the harness on the floor so you guys can see what good work he did. So that's it for now. Like I said, right after this is going to be a more in-depth video of what I had to do to get certain things to fit if people are interested. If not, this is just a standard update, and I'll catch you guys later.